It was Miguel's primary school graduation. His eyes scanned the audience for any sign of him, but he wasn't there. Miguel's father had gone away from his family for work. I guess for Miguel he was like Santa Claus, coming over only once a year. As a child, Miguel used to gleam with excitement when he would see his father, always rushing to give him a big hug. He would hope that his father would take him out to all the fun places he had told him about. But funny enough, the pictures of people with tools and helmets never seemed like Disneyland.
Months had quickly faded into years, and Miguel's 18th birthday had arrived. He didn't expect much anymore, but he had hoped for his father to arrive like the superhero he'd once thought he was. Unsurprisingly, he didn't show up. As Miguel grew up, he grew impatient. His longing for his father's presence ceased to exist.
Miguel one day is shopping with his own children and sees a familiar face, his father's old friend walking towards him with a warm smile. He says, "Your father Antonio wanted you to have this," and hands over Antonio's journal. The journal that was his only shoulder to cry on when he was away from his family. Miguel hurriedly opens the yellowed pages of the book to see his father's writing.
Through the writings, Miguel is shocked to find out about his father's distressed mental health when he used to work. He had greatly missed the laughter of his son, the warmth of his wife's embrace. There were days when he craved escape. Miguel's father had never really complained about any of the harsh conditions he had to face, and at the end of each day, no matter how sore his hands were from lifting heavy materials, or how much his back ached from the wrath of his bunk bed, he would always write a letter to his son.
Carved into the parchment papers lay the words, "My dear son, my only wish is to embrace you and feel your warmth. The heater is on, but my body feels cold and numb. I hope I'm still your superhero." A platinum tear falls on the brittle page, but Miguel soon wipes it away. Antonio's learnings about the complexities of life and the strength of family ties were translated into the book that Miguel had published. It was the only way he could reminisce about his late father's presence while spreading awareness about the millions of migrant workers whose situation remained unknown to the eyes of the public. He had realized that his father's absence was never a reflection of his love, but rather a sacrifice born out of necessity.
And now, Antonio's story serves as a reminder that even in the depths of despair, there's always someone willing to listen, lend a helping hand, and remind us that we are never truly alone. Through the power of human connection and the strength of human spirit, other migrant workers like Antonio learned from his experience and discovered that life is worth living, even if one has to face hardships along the way.